Hi.
So what'd you do today? Something exciting happened for Jackson today. I got an email from a friend of Jackson's mom, and she said Jackson's friend misses him a whole bunch. So what'd you do?
I called.
What did you say when you called? Okay, you be you, and I'll be the lady on the phone. Ready? Ring, 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 ring. Hello?
Hi, I'm Jackson. Can I say hi to my friend?
Sorry, your friend isn't with me right now, but maybe he can call you back later? That's a big deal, you guys, because Jackson's never made a phone call all by himself before. So the thing is, I did not think Jackson would be brave enough to call his friend's mom all by himself. But did you do it?
Yes.
Did you get scared?
Yes.
Did you say the right thing all the time?
Yes.
Or did you just stare blankly at me like, what do I do now? So as soon as the phone rang, the lady answered and he went. It took him like 5 seconds before he actually said, hi, I'm Jackson. Can I please talk to my friend? And she was like, oh, I'm so glad to hear from you, Jackson. Because your friend misses you so much. Do you miss your friends at school?
Yes.
Last night, we were sitting here watching TV as a family, and I got a text on my phone, and I didn't recognize the number at first. So I clicked on it to see what it was, and it said, U.S. Tsunami Warning Center. And I was like, what? So I clicked on it to see what it is, because I thought, does that mean there's a tsunami warning right now? Like, do we need to pack up in quarantine and get out of here so we can go somewhere safe for the tsunami? And of course, I'm a little bit panicking because everybody's already kind of in high stress mode. We're trying not to be, but it's kind of inevitable with everything that's going on right now. So I click on it and I check, and no, that's not what it was at all. It was just somebody sending me a, don't worry, there's no tsunami alarm right now, but there was an earthquake in an area where it could have caused a tsunami. Guys, I think I almost died of a heart attack last night. So we have this handy dandy world map so we can show you guys exactly what happened. There was an earthquake on the Kuril Islands. Coral, I don't know, something like that. So then what happens is there's a 7.8 earthquake in the islands, and it shakes, and then it sends the water whoosh all the way over to the other side, and then it can get from Alaska to Canada all the way down. So we were all in danger of a tsunami yesterday, but thankfully the 7.8 earthquake in the islands just wasn't the right, I don't know, mix
intensity
of... I don't think it's an intensity issue because 7.8 is big.
That's a lot.
So I think it was just that we got lucky that it didn't stir the water the way it could have.
Yeah, because Alaska, all British Columbia, in us, Oregon, and California would have been, all the coast would have been, what? That on top of the coronavirus and on top of quarantine and...
Everybody take a deep breath. The world's not ending yet, at least not today. I mean, how do you social distance if you're in, you know, if you have to go to one of the locations?
If you're all floating in the
If you have to go one of the high ground locations, how do you quarantine?
You
socially distance in a small area at the top of a hill.
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah. You got to take your chances with one or the other, right?
It's not like you're gonna go and be like, everybody stay 6 feet
I
away
need 10
from me.
feet. I need 10 feet.
Gosh, that would have been horrible.
Hey, but we're still here, and it's not wet outside. We did not get washed away by a tsunami.
But you know what I realized last night after because that almost gave us a heart attack. It was scary. But it made us realize one thing. We're not prepared for that tsunami.
I don't think anybody can be ready for a tsunami. I find it completely ridiculous that anybody thinks, I'm ready, I'm prepared. No, you're really not. Nobody ever is.
Nobody will ever be prepared for that. Like, nobody was ever prepared for a pandemic or for any event like that. But in case of a tsunami, you either have 5 minutes or you have 5 hours, or somewhere in between.
Right, so they might be able to say, okay, there was a tsunami on this side of the world and it's coming, so it's got to come all the way across the ocean. You're going to have at least a good 2 hours to prepare and get things put together and panic and throw everything in the car and drive to higher ground.
It's not necessarily, this is hypothetically speaking, because I know that we might not freak out, But people are going to freak out no matter
Right.
what.
The problem would be the bottlenecks on the roads trying to get to higher ground.
Right.
And in that case, 2 hours is probably not enough to clear it out.
Right.
But if there's a tsunami, you could just go on your school roof.
There's some schools that are high enough in our area that you could do that.
So while the kids were at school, they taught the kids how, like they did tsunami drills at school. So you get under your desk for the earthquake part, if there's an earthquake, and then you go upstairs as soon as the earthquake passes, and then they wait there, right?
Yep.
Yep. Our plan here
But
is...
you have to have a book on your You have to have a book so if it breaks, if the ceiling breaks, it just goes stunk on your book.
Nice.
You have.
That's really a good idea to hold a book to protect your head, since you don't usually have a helmet at school, huh?
Yeah.
Did you guys know that there was a tsunami? There wasn't a tsunami. Did you guys know there was an earthquake last night that could have triggered a tsunami? Did it scare you?
No.
Why not?
Because I was just like, it didn't. Because things like that happen all the time. The
No.
earthquakes happen all the time.
Yeah, but not earthquakes in the right region that could trigger a tsunami. They don't happen all the time.
There's a lot of minor earthquakes that happen. Not in that.
Yeah, not actual tsunami scares.
I'm just not scared because we live close to somewhere where we could evacuate. It's not even if they said, okay, you're going in 5 minutes, we could still make a mad dash and go there.
Yeah, well, that's kind of true,
So I'm
but
not-
it's still a bit scary.
yeah,
I mean, like in the instant that I got that message, I thought, oh dear, we're gonna lose everything. And how do we go to our safe spot during a tsunami if we're supposed to be social distancing and keeping our space from everyone else? So it passed through my mind, which one is worse? Trying to live out a tsunami or trying to live out a virus?
I'd say getting the coronavirus would actually be better than going through a tsunami because there's a much higher chance that you'll die from the tsunami if you're not in an evacuation.
What if you put on a life jacket?
You'll still probably die because
I feel like facing this coronavirus is something like putting on a life jacket in a tsunami.
yes, but
Like you might survive it, but it's probably not going to be very much fun. All right, so if you had to pick between a coronavirus pandemic and a tsunami, which one are you going to live through?
coronavirus and tsunami. Because
Yeah.
only if you have tall stilts, it's higher than a tsunami.
Yeah, I think maybe the tsunami would be easier to live through.
Like with a tsunami, does that just mean a tsunami happens, or does that mean you get
At your house.
Like you're in your house and the tsunami happens?
Nope, you get a tsunami warning and you have to figure out what to do about it.
Yeah, well,
So it is imminent. There's a tsunami coming. Just like there's a coronavirus. Imminent. It is coming. In fact, I have new statistics for you guys today. The county that we live in is called Grays Harbor County. And Grays Harbor County yesterday had 1 active case of coronavirus. Today, Grays Harbor County has 8 active cases of coronavirus. So I hate to tell you guys this, but the tsunami's here. I hope you have your backpack ready. Let's go. So is it easier to live through a coronavirus by having to stay in your house and social distance and not go to school and all the things that you like doing? Or would you rather have to go to your shelter spot and wait it out?
I feel like I'd rather live through the pandemic, the coronavirus, because all that is wash your hands, be cleaner. Okay.
Wash your hands, be cleaner, stay away from people at all
And the
costs,
thing I
and be paranoid that every time you have a sneeze or a sniffle or something happens, oh my gosh, I've got a slight headache, I might be dying.
Myself, like right now, the coronavirus happens, yes, but I'm not gonna die. I'm young.
You have asthma. You have a much higher chance of having something really bad happen to you if you get the virus. So I think what we should do is continue doing what we're doing and stay away from people, except for Dad, who still goes to work every day.
Medical essential personnel.
Yeah, Dad's essential. Whatever. We all need him too. Whatever.
That's a sensitive.
But for now, let's just make sure that we're doing exactly what we're doing and that we're keeping away from people and we're washing our hands diligently, and we're making sure that we don't bring anything contaminated into the house. You know, like your dad. Daddy's careful at work. He makes sure and washes his hands 95,000 times a day. He should probably start changing his clothes as soon as he gets home too, but he hasn't been doing that yet. So I think for now, we're all safe. I think we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. We're not out of toilet paper yet, so we're still in the clear. We haven't run out of food yet, so we're still in the clear. Guys, I think we're in good shape, but it's always a good idea to be diligent and make sure that you're keeping up with all of your best practices. So I recommend everybody at home do that as well. But for now,
if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want to make this channel strong? Share it with your friends. And now, good evening, YouTube. See you tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Please subscribe. Boo.